What in tarnation? What are you doing? Datapad, get it together. Please. Are you gonna function, please? All right, we're going. Oh, hello there, SCP Foundation staff, especially those of you directly from Site 42. Welcome to another anomalous broadcast from Site 42. This time, a field mission with Dr. Sherman. And yes, thank you everyone in the chat for immediately jumping on the bandwagon. It is my birthday officially today. Today is the day. I know I am a Leo, and I started a trip, and that means it's my birthday for 3 weeks so far. But today's the actual day. Today is my birthday, so we are celebrating 39 years of everyone dealing with my bullshit on repeat. But you know what? That's how we secure, contain, and protect. Desk, good to see you ready and for action, and there is no hangover because I'm just that good. Real quick before I get into the meat of the chat, America, Junior Researcher America, Chester Factory, Scarlet Fox, Drowsy, Chaos Goblin Dogs, Zerdrin Feels, Ember, Random Fandom. Good to see you all in the chat, and thank you for being members. Meanwhile, Game On, Skull, Happy Happening. Haven't seen that name in a long time. Good to see you, Happy Happening. And Dr. Beef, good to see you all in the chat, just for being you. Now, quick reminder, while I am in the field, it is difficult for me to see donations that are under $5. They're in a separate menu, but I will be checking that menu periodically. And if I miss one, let me know and I'll go back to it. And I saw one come in right now, so I'm going to get that first so I don't forget. Faza, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself some cake on your way past the commissary. And birthday doubloons, well, thank you for the birthday doubloons. Much appreciated. For those of you who did not see yesterday's stream, I highly recommend you go see it. It was absolute chaos, and that's because the last leg of my trip of this after MetroCon last weekend, I stopped by Salt Lake City, Utah to visit with the incorrigible Radiger, friend of the channel and probably the best SCP YouTuber by far, as well as Rad's girlfriend Tosh, as well as Eric, otherwise known as Toad King Studios of Foundation After Midnight Radio. If you like Night Vale, then you're going to love the SCP version. As well as Eric makes all of our merch. Very, very good merch. A lot of it I gave away at MetroCon. And then finally, Emotional Entropy, an SCP TikToker and friend of the channel who joins us on away missions to LA when we film SCP theater shows. So, yesterday's stream was absolute chaos, but I think it was a pretty good time for those involved. Rosie, thank you for your member message, Mobile Task Force Captain. Happy birthday, how are you? I'm not dead yet. Yet to decide if that's good. Haven't been on in a bit, working on the SCP still, hope you're well. Well, I'm doing great. I'm having a good weekend, good times. I'm glad you're not dead, even if you're unsure of that. I think it's a good thing that you are not, in fact, deceased. Congratulations on living from me. Rad kidnapped Sherm. That is what happened. Why is he so red? Musketball? I am just a red individual. I have an Irish complexion. My face has translucent skin. It turns red at the drop of a hat. If I am laughing, if I am angry, my face goes full tomato. This is just something we have to deal with. When did you dye your hair? I did it before my trip, so about 2 weeks ago. Happy Happy says, Tomato Man. That is true, and it does give me immunity against the critical tomatoes. I can tell whatever jokes I want, and because they are always funny, the tomatoes do not attack me. It is a class bonus. Dr. Sherman, have a good birthday. We are also having a new person come in for work tomorrow. I will have a good birthday. I am certain of it. And hey, we always need new staff. We have quite a bit of a turnover rate from all the deaths. Yeah, that's good. Happy birthday, I like your beard. Well, thank you. I try to keep it well maintained. Dr. Sherman, I made you the largest cake you have ever seen sitting at 30 feet tall. Yeah. The only time I've seen a massive cake bigger than that is when we had all of the multiplying cakes. I think that's in SCPs in the 800 something. The self-replicating cakes, we put them all in one stack just to see how big it got. And that got almost 30 stories, but not quite. So that is quite a lot. Dr. Sherman does not have a beard. Okay, Desk, goatee, you're welcome. What are your thoughts on the ethics committee? They are a great shield for when people say we are unethical. No, we're not unethical. We have a whole ethics committee. Come on. We're fine. We're doing bad things for the greater good. Thank you, Desk, for letting me know SCP-871 is the self-replicating cake. Chestafactory, thank you for your member message. Still researching the Book of Common Cures. Don't do that. Although I did sign one at MetroCon, and that was awkward. I hope that person's okay. Can the cake make the tree scream? Probably not, but we could smush some cake on SCP-4521 to check just in case. Dr. Sherman, what should I draw? Also, happy birthday. You should draw a tomato bouncing off me and hitting another researcher in the face. Happy birthday, Sherman. Another happy note. I went to Peggy's Cove today. It's in Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm from there. Enough about me, though, because today's about you, Sherman. Well, Avari, thank you for your happy birthday wishes, and I hope Peggy's Cove was a good time. Happy birthday. I was just doing karaoke when I checked my phone and I saw a notification for this stream. Want to say happy birthday. Well, Rottenberry Karaoke is awesome. Everyone loves a good karaoke bar. Hell yeah. And so I hope you're having fun out there. As a birthday gift from my pantheon, I am gifting you a month of my godly protection. I will watch over you, Dr. Sherman. Protection from a dragon with a Spampton profile picture. I see absolutely nothing can go wrong with this. Senior Researcher Alex, thank you for your incredibly generous first chat of today's stream. Since I have abandoned my office for a couple weeks, I know that there should be some accrued self-replicating whiskey in my drawer. You are welcome to it. So thank you again for that incredible, generous gift. And I see it's a happy birthday, Dr. Sherman message, so thank you very much. Guys, get the Pinata SCP. The Childbreaker? Can we not get the Childbreaker? I would love anything that isn't the Childbreaker for the party. Not that we're having any kids at the party, but the Childbreaker is just a hell of a mood killer. It just sits there in the corner looking at the closest child, even if it's several miles away. I forget its range. Is it like 500 meters? Well, I would check, but my data pad is respawning. This is all fun and games. SCP Childbreaker, please. Childbreaker. I really need a new data pad because I can't look things up on the internet while I'm playing music. It freaks the hell out. No one liked that. Come on, you stupid iPad. Would you please work, damn it? Well, while I wait for that to load, I'll continue in the chat. Dr. Sherman, how do you escape Rad's van? Senior Researcher Frogman, if I could remember, that would save a lot of lives. It is wholly possible that I never escaped the van, that I am actually in a delusion right now, and that you all are witnessing the interior of my mind degrade, the death of Garfield style. Who knows? Commissar RJ Pfeiffer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some chicken and waffles on your way past the commissary. Happy birthday, Dr. Sherman. Stay safe and have a fun day. I will do my best to stay safe, depending on how well or unwell I am in this whole kidnapping scenario. Perhaps everything you see from now on is just the delusions of a dying man. Let's go, my boyfriend is in the stream. Hello, Scarlet Fox's boyfriend. Unless you're an anomaly, and then I'm going to be very cross with you. Both. Dr. Sherman, who's the best character in the SCP multiverse? It's a me, obviously. But if I had to pick someone who's not me, because that would be cheating, maybe I would pick... I do like good old Jeff, SCP-008-J. That guy is just a hoot and a half to hang out with. Best anomaly in my mind, anyways. Okay, so SCP-956 is the child breaker like we were talking about earlier. And... papier-mâché, bludgeoning damage, victim leaks candy when broken. The school is 2 redacted digits kilometers away. So 2 redacted digits kilometers away is what we're worrying about there. So, yes, you can't bring the child breaker to any parties. It's never a fun time. Nobody liked that. Noah Plays, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Could we have all the teddy bear SCPs fight? No! The Patchwork Bear is too nice of a good little anomaly guy to get in a fight with SCP-1048. Come on. Why do you have such theater kid energy? Have you done actual shows? In my time, I was a background extra in West Side Story. I was Joseph in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was in School Rock House Live Junior. That's a show where it's a children's theater show with one adult to be the Steve from Blue's Clues character, and I was that adult character. I've done a lot of fan fiction anime style shows where I've played characters like Vyers from Disgaea or Maximilian J. Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi Boy. So yes, I've done theater quite a lot in my time. I was also Kamina from Gurren Lagann in a breakdance twerking show. But anyways, Senior Researcher Alex, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the Site 42 cause. Make sure to thank Senior Researcher Alex for those memberships if you claim them, and the battle against the white names continues. You're right, I forgot about the Shakespeare, Amber. Thank you for reminding me. Glitching audio, I'm being told. Let me try turning it off and on again. All right, checking on the audio. Check. I turn the mic on and off and on and off. Has it adjusted? I have to wait for the 30 seconds of passerby stream. Worse? Oh, gosh. Okay, it worked for me. All right, good. Okay, we're back. Hallelujah. Sometimes I can play with the microphone on the camera, and sometimes we gotta wait for the internet storm to pass or something like that. Aruna, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some hot cocoa on your way past the commissary. Happy birthday, I hope you have an awesome day. Well, thank you very much. I'm sure I will, because I'm still hanging out with the crew from last night, but we're doing less chaotic things, so I think it's gonna be a good day. They got me a cake, and so that was surprising. I didn't expect cake, especially breakfast cake. But it did taste like French Toast Crunch cereal, and so I'm not disappointed. If the cake tastes like cereal, you can have it for breakfast. That's the rules that I just made up, and since I'm site director, the rules are the rules. Grundar, thank you for donating a Site 42 membership as well. If you got Grundar's membership, make sure to thank them for their generosity in the battle against the white names. Senior Researcher Frogman, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. As well as being a member, grab yourself some French toast on your way past the commissary. Happy birthday, here's $2. Well, thank you for that $2. I will get myself a Snickers bar with it to celebrate. Commissar Pfeiffer, thank you for your member message. Ooh, this is new. Congratulations, you have member messages now. You did it. Dacia, good to see you in the chat, buddy. And thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a jellied donut on your way past the commissary. Happy birthday. Well, thank you, Dacia, for the happy birthday wishes. Half the chat. What's Dacia doing here? Dacia's here. Dacia knows what SCP is. Good to see you, buddy. My soda is chanting weird stuff. History lover, is it, you're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Is the soda rocking its shoulders seductively? Are you being lured in with its demon siren song? Because then, get away from it. Halo 437, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some turducken on your way past the commissary. Could we just permanently contain 682 by putting it, not him. It's an anomaly, not a person. So it's not he, him, it's not she, her, it's an it. Anomalies are objects, not people. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation, thank you. By putting it in the true confinement SCP where you write down a time and they don't come back until then, by just writing an infinity symbol. It has broken universal boundaries like that before, and it will again. So no, the answer is no. That 682 has just too many hacks. Tumbly's channel, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Will Solace, thank you for stopping by to say happy birthday. Commissar Pfeiffer, thank you for donating again. Enters Warhammer 40k Commissar mode. It's treason if you have no morale. You must prevail for the Foundation. Morale is very important. That's part of our process here. It is a human process to make sure our teams are as happy as can be. That way they work well. So you gotta keep morale up. It can't just be doom and gloom all the time. Commissar, thank you for donating again and again. All anomalies are considered it. Damn right. Senior Researcher Frogman, thank you for donating again. Buy 2 Snickers. You got it, 2 Snickers. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Dr. Shermit. Dr. Shermit the Frog here, I guess. And then the chat jumps, so I missed the rest of the message. But thank you for the confusing Shermit the Frog song. Have you played Deltarune before? Also unrelated, if a little guy in a dumpster is trying to sell me a potion, they'll make me a big shot with no side effects. Do I take it? I have not played Undertale or Deltarune, but I have watched so many playthroughs because they are really good games. And even though I don't have time to game, I like to put them on the background. I like hearing people's reactions to things like that. God, I spent the entire flight from Florida to Salt Lake City, Utah, watching different people react to K-pop Demon Hunters. Especially vocal coaches reacting to Golden. Because every time you watch a vocal coach react to Golden and they hit that high note, they all have the same, oh my God, reaction. It's really funny. Why was I talking about that? Oh, yes, so do not take anything from the dumpster man. Do not trust the dumpster man. Do you take your work? I very often have to take my work on the field. As you can see, I am still streaming to educate, illuminate, and elucidate the mysteries of the SCP Foundation to you, the SCP Foundation staff. It's just something that, we have the streak going. And we are currently, on this Sunday, August 3rd, my birthday, 3 and a little more than 3.5 months in the daily streams. And we will not stop daily streaming until we, I don't know, break the streak. But the streak is unbroken, and it will remain unbroken until I can't remain unbroken. But hell, we made it 3 months. What do you think? Can we make it a year? I have no idea. But hey, seems like too fun of an idea not to try. This stream is the best thing to come out of short streams. Pickle Lord, I appreciate the vote of confidence. Grundar, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some Cinnamon Toast Crunch on your way past the commissary. Freshest Beats, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some Henny on your way past the commissary. Happy birthday, Dr. Sherman. Well, thank you very much. Much obliged. It is the happy birthday. Hanging out with you guys on stream, then hanging out with cool people out here. Good times all around. Is Siren Head an SCP? Intern Huggy, Siren Head is not an SCP, but it is anomalous. That's true of any SCP that exists outside of the SCP universe / multiverse / pataphysical narrative level / fandom. So unless it's on the SCP database and it's an SCP article, it's not an SCP. Because think about it, the Global Occult Coalition contains a lot of anomalies as well, but theirs are KTEs, are stuff like that. So they're not actually SCPs, even if they're on the SCP database, because they're not contained by us. SCPs have to be anomalous on the SCP Wiki, and they need to be contained by us as an SCP article. Can't stop, won't stop streaming. Damn right, puppet boy. Not puppy boy. Not puppy boy. That's not you. There are people like that, and I don't have problems with them, but you're puppet boy. Dr. Sherman, have you seen the email I sent you? Happy birthday, by the way. I saw an email, but I'm not checking my email very much because I'm traveling. So I will get to it soon because the trip ends tomorrow. I'll be back home. I'll need to recover, and then we can resume normal streams as well as normal business. Desk is saying, chat, if you all donate directly to Sherman's Ko-Fi, he can get the birthday stream money today and skip YouTube stealing his cash and holding it. So, yes, Desk is linking the Ko-Fi message. If you want to go to our support link and do it that way, then that would be nice as well. Ko-Fi does not take 30% the way the Super Chats do. But Super Chats are also fine because they pay out as they pay out, and I've got it all sorted. However you wish to wish me a happy birthday, I am not picky. I appreciate it all greatly, guys. Halo437, thank you for donating again. Have you managed to capture Cotton Eye Joe yet? We can't capture Cotton Eye Joe. If Cotton Eye Joe gets out, we're all screwed. All we can do is make sure no one commits the ritual to free it. If Cotton Eye Joe gets out, we are worse off than if Mariah Carey gets out. If today's your actual birthday, then we have the same birthday. Well, intern Corey, I guess we have the same birthday because August 3rd, that is my legitimate birthday. Good to see you, birthday buddy. Dr. Sherm, have chat donos let you buy your soul from DJ Cactus? Senior Researcher Frogman, that is honestly such a goal to reclaim my soul from DJ Cactus. I'm sure one day, the day that I'm canceled for, I don't know, the worst thing I could possibly do to make the tree scream, the thing that pushes everyone too far, I'm sure DJ Cactus is going to revoke the rights to my own name, since DJ Cactus technically owns the license on Dr. Theron Sherman. And so I will then be, I will be a horse with no name at that point, dear 343. And I'm praying to 343, even though 343 is not actually God, because I am, not actually thinking that's going to happen. So I pray to a fake God for a fake scenario. Intern Tuna, you say today is also your birthday? Well, happy birthday, buddy, birthday to you too. Kamisar, thank you for donating again. Hey, have you ever seen the M8 Sherman? I may have at some point, but I'm not really into that side of things enough to remember. What is your favorite cake? My favorite kind of cake when it comes to birthday cakes, I am a big fan of a good red velvet with cream cheese frosting. That is just classic good cake. It's like chocolate cake, but more dramatic. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself some tacos on your way past the commissary. Happy birthday, boss. Come on down to the minor anomaly warehouse sometime. We'd love to have you here. Spoilers, 70% of things glow for no good reason. Well, that seems like a good time to turn out the lights, have a little SCP-420-J, and throw a little glow stick rave. That could be a fun way to spend an evening. What is your favorite SCP? I always say my favorite SCPs at the end of stream, which at a time check, we're at 26 minutes right now. And I told the squad that I would probably be streaming for 30 minutes to an hour. So let's call it 45. We've got about 20 minutes left. Sherm, you could be Dr. Namrus if it gets taken. Ah, yes. Dr. Namrus. The reverse Sherman. Although I already have a goatee. So if I go for the negative universe Dr. Sherman, does that mean I have to shave my goatee? This is a horrible scenario. Why don't I just not get canceled by DJ Cactus? We're going to have another SCP-420-J party. Is anyone going to give SCP-999 a Red Bull again? Oh, boy. I mean, listen. If we go down to minor anomalies where 70% of things glow, and we do the 420-J so that we're all having a good time, we have our glow sticks, and before we give SCP-999 a Red Bull, so it bounces all over the walls, which is really annoying to clean up, we could put a bunch of those little flashing light ice cubes inside of 999 so that it bounces all over the walls blinking. That could be very cool in that exact scenario. So honestly, you're making it more likely for me to say yes. Anna, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself some cake on your way past the commissary. Hey, Doc, just popping in to say happy birthday, and I'm chilling with some friends watching the Fantastic Four. Hey, I liked that movie. It was a good movie. I hope you and your friends have fun, and thank you for the birthday wish and the dono. I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm very busy, especially keeping up with the streams and keeping up with the channel and doing my day job and all that. But I have, in the last month traveling, seen Superman, Fantastic Four, and K-pop Demon Hunters, and Edge of Tomorrow, and Dredd. Not the Stallone Dredd, the Carl Urban Dredd. And I gotta say, K-pop Demon Hunters is the one I'm most obsessed with. Hardcore peak movie right there. But the animation's by the Spider-Verse team. It's gorgeous. How do you even fight that? Let alone the K-pop music. Puppet Boy, thank you for donating, I think for the first time for this stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself, I guess, some bread, because happy birthday from the followers of Bread Jesus. May your loaves always rise and your bread always be soft. Eat of his flesh and be rebaked. So SCP-3305 and your followers, thank you for the birthday wishes. I will not be partaking of the bread because I do not want to be in a cult, at least not another one. And so, yes, thank you for the birthday wishes. Take care of yourselves. Commissar Pfeiffer, thank you for donating again. The M8 Sherman is a tank with the body of an M4 Sherman and the turret of an M1 Abrams. Ah, that's the Sherman tank. I see what you're on. Okay. So yes, I think I have seen that in the past. But again, I'm not a tank guy. I'm more of a researcher than a field agent. I bribed an employee for a computer. Good birthday. Can I have the gender switching stone to celebrate? If you look at today's video, it looks like you already stole the gender switching stone again. So I think you're already where you need to be. Doc, your hair is green to me. Well, it was a blue teal with some purple. We went for a peacock theme, but obviously it's faded over time to a light blue/green. So that's where we are now. I flicked the microphone on a couple times to see if that fixed it. We will see if that crunch comes again. You know, hotel Wi-Fi is hit or miss. It's probably just the Wi-Fi in the data stream. Dr. Sherman, I am colorblind. Okay, Scarlett, now I see what you're talking about. That makes sense for you. Halo437, thank you for donating again. 999rave, hashtag 999rave. Okay, yes, you're really selling me on this plan. We need a case of Red Bull, a lot of those little light up ice cubes. I mean, SCP-999, remember, is 1 meter by 3 meters, so we got to get a lot of those light up ice cubes. But this is a good plan. I'm happy to be aboard. I'm using the gender switching stone on Sherm. Well, in my universe, I don't like that. I am happy with the way my body is. I do not need gender dysphoria on top of all my other problems, but thank you. Meanwhile, I've met some of the universes where Dr. Theron Sherman is a female researcher, and honestly, very chill. Has their own problems with sexism in the Foundation and all that, but otherwise, good researcher. Just a Factory, thank you for donating again. Someone gave 999 some lemonade. I think it was from Panera Bread, but I don't really know. Not the Panera lemonade. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord, that is so much more caffeine than a Red Bull. That is so much more caffeine than Red Bull. Dark Duality, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Jello on your way past the commissary. I've been on a con and they knew about us, aka the Foundation. Saw 2 Neckos, but they got away. Well, you know, the Neckos can be very annoying, so probably you just had a safe bet there. Meanwhile, yes, the convention that we went to, we had a turnout of 85 people at the IRL SCP meetup that we ran. That was incredible. And then, obviously, throughout the rest of the weekend, I ran into other people who weren't there Friday. So, in fact, there was this very funny fan interaction that I'll tell you guys about from the convention. I was in the dealer's hall, and I got a mystery box merch, which is a couple Pokemon posters. And while I enjoy Pokemon, I'm not a fan. So I decided I was going to give these to someone if I found someone who liked Pokemon. And almost immediately, me and this other person who had a Pikachu backpack walked past each other. And I turn around and I'm like, hey, Pikachu backpack, do you like Pokemon? And the Pikachu backpack person turns around at me, goes all wide-eyed, are you Dr. Sherman? And so I accidentally jump scared a fan. And after I signed their badge and took a picture with them, gifted them some SC. I said I ran out of SCP merch for the weekend, but I've got these Pokemon posters. Here you go. I flipped on the microphone one more time, but I have a feeling that perhaps we should just call this a stream based on how this is going with the microphone. But to finish up, Commissar, thank you for donating again. Hey Doc, in my country, Republic of South Africa, there's a lot of local evil spirits and creatures. I'd like to capture some for the Foundation. I do love the capture of creatures and evil spirits, so please do contain them. They go in a box. Charlie 10 Pro, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a short stack on your way past the commissary. You saw nothing. If you were a furry, what would your fursona be, and would it work for the Foundation, or would it be an SCP? So I would imagine that any form I'm in would work for the Foundation. That's just kind of my vibe, containing things, maintaining the veil. These are my favorite things. And I thought if I ever had a fursona, it would actually be a peacock. That is just the type of character I get casted in theater shows. So I back in acting classes, they make you portray animals, and that is who I would always end up as a peacock. So that is what I always imagined. If I were to go down the furry route, that would be the way to do it. Happy 1 year closer to death, Doctor. Well, thank you, Devil Aoki, as well as thank you for being a member. All right, guys, due to the way the mic has been clicking on and off, and also so I can get ready to go hang out with Radiger and the team, I am going to adjourn this stream, which means we are at the end of today's stream, and as always, tradition is I tell you my favorite SCPs. Now, I'm not going to tell you that my favorite SCPs are the ones I wrote. That would be cheating. But I will tell you that if you want to see the SCPs I wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub on the SCP Wiki. There you can see all the SCPs that I have written or contributed to in other fashions like voice work or noise sound effects. And you can also go to our donation links. You can become a patron to send us a monthly donation, or you can become a YouTube channel member. You can do one-time donations through Ko-Fi or YouTube Super Chats. If you can donate financially to the Site42 cause, we appreciate it greatly. It helps us to go to conventions, hang out with cool SCP content creators like Radiger, and plan for future collabs and stuff like that. As well as Toad King Studios, we're also working on some ideas. And if you can't donate monetarily, remember, as long as you are here in the chat, as long as you're watching the videos, if you are liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, chatting, all those YouTube business dealings, then you are an honored member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename the Signal Boosters. And it is thanks to you that we are able to spread ourselves throughout the SCP YouTube algorithm and pull newcomers into SCP so that they can help us support the wiki, its authors, its artists, its game devs, its filmmakers, so we can have more SCP projects. Due to this trip, I have ideas on a secret project, and we don't release secret projects until we don't talk about them too much until they happen, so we don't jinx it. But just know, we got things in the planning stages, and I'm very excited about them. So, and that's because of you guys, not just the financial donors, but also the algorithm donors. Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename Signal Boosters, we salute you. Now, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one, it is a doozy of a read. Speed round 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and 8980. Content warning on the last one. So, this has been, as always, Dr. Theron Sherman, a field mission with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you all in the next video and or stream. As captain of this band of merry sailors, I'm a black mark, I'm a failure, but before you watch me drown, I'm relinquishing command for something I don't understand. This man's about to turn his whole life upside down. I set a course for a new shore. It looked the same as the one before, and I forgot what I'd been sailing for, and why I thought this time would be different. Senior Researcher Alex, thank you for your last-minute donation. Good night, Dr. Sherman. Good night to you as well. You did not see that.